But so let's see. You want to talk about this first?
Yeah, let's talk about this first. DXPH, your time to shine, baby.
Let's see what's. I have not seen this, so let's see what it's talking about.
Yeah.
Escalated the situation because she's still right there, still talking. Y'all supposed to separate the parties. No. Oh, hey, hey! Oh my God! Oh! So he did it. Yep, you got it. Yep, I get it. It's all on camera. This is all on camera. He touched him. Yeah. She touched him. It's all on camera.
What the fuck?
I don't know what that is.
All right, went into that.
All right, so it said, let me go back to it. Never mind. But anyway, it said, everybody saw it. White couple mad because a black couple got helped before them at a Hilton.
Yeah. So the little white lady goes up and hit the black man, right? Mm-hmm. So the black man hits and beats up her husband, hits and punches her husband. So, right, DXPH says, oh, I say he still, my thoughts was, the dude that hit the black dude that hit the white man, he's still going to jail. DXPH said, no, he's not. I'm like, technically, yes, he is. The white man did not hit the white black dude. The woman did. So now if that black dude the white dude wake up and say, I want to press charges, you can't say it was in self-defense. The woman hit you. He didn't hit you. So technically, that's not self-defense because he didn't touch you. The woman did. So I told DXPH is, I wouldn't have hit him. I would have stopped the dog shit out of his. First of all, let's look at me to my face. I don't condone hitting women, not point blank, period. I do not condone beating women. I do not condone abuse of women. But you're not for to put your fucking hands on me. I don't care who you are. Don't put your hands on me, period. Point blank, period. Right? Mm-hmm. So I said, I would have stopped her ass to the floor. I'm not even gonna lie. I wouldn't have hit him. I would have stopped her to the floor. DXPH said, bro, you beating and you abusing women. I'm saying, how? And then he said, no, because you don't supposed to hit women, which is true. That's 100% facts. DXPH is right. But that's part of the fucking problem. That's why women go around hitting men all day because we are taught to turn around and turn the other cheek, and they keep getting away with it. That's why they keep doing what they're doing. But if you tell them to start keeping your hands to yourself or you're going to get slapped down and beat up, maybe it might stop. But you're not going to just put your hands on me. I don't care who it is. And if my wife was with me, my wife not fighting her. My wife is pretty. I'm not going to let my wife fight. Now, my wife don't fight in my presence. To be honest with you, even if my cousins, friends, whoever, if a woman is in my presence, you're not fighting. You don't do that. We're not doing that.
Be Humble asked, at what point do you hit a female?
If she put her fucking hands on me. You can say all you want to. It's not right. But when is we gonna be like, okay, y'all want to get mad at me because I just hit somebody back? Why are y'all not telling women to keep their hands to themselves? Am I wrong?
I am in 100% agreement with you right now.
Why we want to get on men for hitting a woman back, but we not telling the woman, you should keep your hands to yourself? Because we can go back to elementary school, because I was going back and forth with my wife. I said, if our son came home and said a woman hit him, or we told him, if somebody hit you, hit him back. We didn't say gender or anything. We said hit him back. But once he touched the threshold of 18, don't hit no woman now.
I think it's I think from what I hear, it's never ever is there. Because Be Humble asked the question: is there ever a time?
Yes, when she hit you, keep your hands to yourself. Why is that so hard to believe? And why are we sitting up here going back and forth? Why is that so hard? Keep your hands to yourself. Why is that so hard? And I'm gonna keep saying it to his blue. I'm blue in the face. I don't condone beating women. No, I'm not about the abuser. But keep your hands to yourself if you don't want to get hit. Point blank. Period.
Be Humble said, what if she comes to your house, bash out your car windows, kick your dog, and slap your mom?
I'm not answering that, Be Humble. Because you already know. You're not finna beat up my mama neither, bro. You tripping. You're not finna beat up my mama. But I call the police, though. And I'm going to court with my suit on.
When it comes to property damage, it's for sure. That I have so many questions regarding that because
you just let them beat it till the police get there.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, oh, do I supposed to stop her? It's like a lot of questions.
There's so many questions. And to be humble's question, at what point is there ever a time, right? Because somebody breaks into your house, right? And it's kind of a different situation, but still from a vandalism standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
Breaks in your house and you flip on the light and they look at you still breaking stuff, staring at you, got a bat in the hand or whatever, kicking cabinets, ripping off doors, whatever the case. You just stand there and watch them do it, call the police, but stand there and wait until the police come. What are you supposed to do? Because when I hear people from a self-defense standpoint, to me, if you're in my house without permission, then I think I should be able to defend my home.
You do whatever you want to do to that person. They in your house.
But that's the thing, though. I've heard cases of people getting in trouble for using deadly force for home invasion, after home invasion. What? What? How does that even make sense? So in this case, with what the lady just did, she put her hands on him first.
Yes. So
if he hit her back in response to that, I have the same question that you have. Why should he be facing any type of penalties for defending himself?
Oh, if you'd hit her, it's all fair game because she hit him. Now, morally, is he wrong? In the public eye, public opinion, yeah, but in the courts, no, he's not wrong. Because all he did was he was defending himself. He hit her back. But like I said, he didn't hit her back. He hit her husband. That wasn't the person that hit you. So in the courts, if you want to be real technical, you're going to go to jail for assaulting him.
Yeah. And DHPS was saying that he's not gonna go to jail.
Yeah, he was saying no because he was talking about if my wife first of all, my wife not gonna come around me to hit no man if I'm standing there. My wife is gonna stay behind me. I'm always in between her and another man. My wife is not doing that.
I had that conversation with somebody, right? So this person is that person that's I'm gonna ride for my man type of person.
Sit your ass back.
Hold on, let me
get the fuck back.
I'm gonna need you to repeat that, but let me tell the story.
Mm-hmm.
So I was talking about how I went to tonight's conversation, and I asked that question. My question was, if women control access to sex as much as we say that they do, then isn't it their fault that virginity is so rare these days in a consensual setting?
Okay.
Everybody was going crazy. I started getting booed. And I'm telling her the story. People didn't even want me to sit next to them anymore.
Okay, get your ass up and leave. I paid for a ticket too.
I sat down. There's no question.
With your legs crossed too, didn't you?
With the figure four?
Yeah.
What?
You sit down there and you like, I just started some shit. Let's see what's this gonna land.
And I was smiling.
I know you was.
All the way back to my seat.
I know.
Smiling all the way back to my seat. But when I was telling that person, they said, if I was there with you, I would have wanted to fight everybody.
Why?
Because her words were, ain't nobody finna come at my man.
Dog, and that's why we are so different. It don't give it like, no. Our first job is to protect y'all. And if you there and you in the way, I can't do my job to protect you. Because now I'm worried about if he knock you out, damn near, I gotta damn near go kill this dude. I gotta actually kill him. Like, ain't no just beating him up no more. If he hits you and knocks you out unconscious, everything is off.
It's off.
It's babies. I'm kicking his babies and everything now. Like it's everything is off limits now. Like you just hit my wife in front of me and knocked her out, bro. My wife, my girlfriend, whoever that is right there, whatever it is, whatever it is. Like you just no, all bets are off now.
Yeah, there's no questions anymore. There's no because if it's a one-on-one fight, it's about to be one-on-one. It's about to be man versus man.
Hey man, you hit my wife, B. I'm sorry, B. I don't have no problem with going to jail and smiling in my mugshot. You hit my wife, bro. I mean, you do something to my wife. I don't have no problems. None whatsoever. At all. And we'll sit there. We'll smile. And guess what? And plead insanity afterwards.
I was suffering from mental illness.
Yeah. I lost my mind. He hit my wife, man.
Well, and that's exactly what I told her. I told her, no, you will not get involved. You will not say anything to anybody. You will stay back and remain safe, because if it just so happens that something pops off and we got to throw hands, I don't need to be worrying about you getting hurt.
Yeah,
I need to worry about anybody putting their hands on you. Now, if it just so happened that I started getting jumped, then you might need to.
Yeah, and then too, glad y'all had that conversation before it happened in real life.
1,000%. And their mind was blown.
Yeah.
Like they jumped back and was like.
Because they don't think about it like we think about it. Because my wife kind of said the same thing, and I looked at her like, stop, because you're playing with me now, because we was driving to the guy. I'm like, you're playing with me now. Because you know you wouldn't do that if I'm right there. You wouldn't even say anything if I was right there.
Yeah.
Because she know me. She know either I'm all the way cold or I'm hot and it's fuck everything. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's either or. It's not in between. It's no doubt. I'm going to be calm, cool. But once you get me and kick me over that, like once it's the knob, like the thermostat, the car warming up, once the car is like at 220 or whatever and it's hot and the heat, it's over with.
It's over.
Yeah.
It's over. And that's the quickest way to get me to that is to put
touch your hands on my woman. Yeah. Women know you should not jump in there. Now, if we jumping somebody together, yeah, babe, we finna beat this. Yeah, that's different. That's different. We stomping them out together while we kissing. That's different. It's kind of sexy, but it's different.
Throw hands for me, baby.
Yeah, that's different. But you're not. My wife. No, you're not allowed to fight. Now, ain't no woman that been with me ever out in public or whatever like that. I don't give a fuck if you are related to me or whatever. If you with me and you're in my presence, you are not fighting. We're not fighting. Get in the car. Please get in the car. We gone. We don't fight. I don't fight. No, ain't no woman fighting around me, especially if you with me. This just is my rules. We're not doing that.
Not at all.
No, we're not at all.
And that is both the protection provision that women say that they want from men.
What?
The protection is you not getting in the way at all.
No, because I got to worry about you. I'm worried that you're going to get hit or something. Now I can't defend myself because I'm worried about you. You're in the back of my mind.
Listen, somebody put their hands on you. It's some permanent injuries about to happen.
And then why do you think when men
stuff
say
you ain't gonna come back, they ain't gonna come back from?
Why do you think a lot of men say when somebody break in the house, baby, you and the kids go in that room, I know y'all are there, so now I can really focus. But if I know you out here with me, I can't focus because I'm really worried about you too. So now my focus is not 100% on the threat; it's on 100% of trying to protect you and the threat, and that's too much going on right now.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting. Because when we talk about that, I think about Derek Grace, right? Mm-hmm. And I remember seeing videos years ago about how he has a whole system set up in his house for just in case purposes.
Okay.
To that degree, I differ from I don't know my 100% thought on that. Mm-hmm. Now, my first thought is yeah, I'll go handle this and you stay up here.
Get the kids.
How old are the kids? Because if we're talking like 2 and 3 or 2 and 4.
Yeah, they under 11.
Okay.
Now, teenagers and stuff, like you'll probably train your son to have your back and have your ones and twos. Yeah,
run drills in the house.
Yeah, you'll probably have that after teenager and stuff like that. Yeah, that I understand. But DXPH, man, where you at? You had a lot. I ain't gonna say you had a lot to say. But we were going back and forth, and I told you I was bringing it to the forefront. Where you at? What's your thoughts?
Everybody in the clouds right now. What are your thoughts? Because it's clear where we stand. It's clear. Well, actually, specific to the video, I didn't say my thoughts. My first thought was when he hit the husband, part of me was like, yeah, that's my first thought was yeah, moral kicked in, like, yeah,
that's the moral part,
because you can, if he hit that woman as hard as he hit that man, he could have broke something on her.
I'm with that.
For real.
But look, this the thing, right? He got hit, right? People don't understand this. And that's not the first time that woman has done that. And it's not going to be the last.
Yeah. And
there's no consequences coming behind. It's not going to be the last. She's going to do that again because there wasn't no consequences.
There you go. Yeah.
And that's the only thing I keep saying. That's why I say we need to stop that. I'm not sitting up here saying go around just slapping women and doing towing. No, I'm not saying that. But if somebody put their hands on you, no matter what, men or women, it should be consequences behind that. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. And that's
That's
like,
just my whole thing.
Just like you said, like that's why a lot of women are so comfortable with putting their hands on men.
Thank you, because they didn't got away with it.
They don't get consequences. In fact, it's a proven fact. It's a Googleable fact that when it comes to, if we say apples for apples crimes, women serve like at least 30% less time than men for doing the same thing. So, my first thought really was I'm glad he hit the husband before he hit her. That was my first thought. But I didn't think about the legality part that you mentioned.
Yeah. But like I say, you are right though, DXPH, when the moral thing come in. Yeah, that is morally, yeah. But shit, everybody morals ain't the same. But morally, I understand where you're coming from. I didn't disagree with you, but I'm talking about from the legality standpoint from it. And if you want to really break it down to like, because I'm a common sense dude. Technically, he didn't hit her, she did. So if you're going for the judge, like, why you hit this man? Oh, his wife hit you. Okay, but he didn't hit you.
But what I'm also thinking about it from the standpoint of the courts itself, right?
Yeah.
There's a woman, she's a woman,
mm-hmm.
and this is a black man.
Uh-huh.
Not only is she a woman, she's a white woman.
Uh-huh.
So going along with the standpoint of consequences for actions, if the court system is as racist as a lot of people say it is, she's not going to face repercussions for what she did either. That makes sense?
Yeah. Oh, he didn't go to jail? Okay, it's cool. But I was just saying from the legality standpoint, we was going back and forth. That's all. But it was just a nice little conversation piece, though.
Yeah, I think. It's a danged if you do, danged if you don't type of thing. Because if he saw that this woman was hitting him or coming at him, he could have just. A lot of people say he could have just walked back. He could have just pushed her off of him. He could have let the security was standing there and they pulled her off of him. He could have just let it be that. But then you also have people saying he got to hit somebody because she put her hands on him first. Mm-hmm. But then you have the third person say
me.
The third person will say he should have hit the husband. Mm-hmm. So I'm really curious to see how this would play out in court, though. Will said they needed a reality check.
Facts. And I'm going to keep saying this till I'm blue in the face, too, because I know we done had this kind of, I don't condone beating women. I'm not with that shit. No, but keep your hands to yourself. Why is it okay for you to put your hands on me? That's what I don't understand. Why? Because I done had a bunch of instances. I done had to pick some people up out of their neck. Why are you putting your hands on me? Because you can't use your words and you, what's the new word? Emotionally intelligent. What is it?
Emotional intelligence.
Yeah,
emotional intelligence.
Yeah, because you're not emotionally intelligent. Because you can't use your words. You got to hit me, and I didn't do nothing to you. Just because you didn't like what I said, you got angry and you hit me. So I supposed to just take that. I'm not your punching bag.
Yeah, I'm now I'm curious because now I'm starting to be like, okay. This is when my curiosity started hitting and I started asking questions that I know I probably won't get the answer to unless it's just public information. But how many other instances are there on video of her doing something like this?
Bro,
if you notice in the video, the husband was standing behind her.
She too comfortable with doing that shit. She done did that shit plenty of times.
Yeah.
And you know what I always say? I threw this scenario, right? Because me and my wife, like I said, me and my wife was talking about this as we were driving down the street. If me and her was in a Walmart, Target, wherever we was going, and she's in there beating me up, just going to town on me, would not one person say a motherfucking thing. Not one. But the minute I haul off and stop or hit my wife, how many men would have jumped up to protect my wife?
Yeah, there was a social experiment that I've talked about before that did the same thing. They were it was a socialist. The two people in the video knew each other.
Yeah.
And they knew it was a social experiment, but it was a video. They recorded X amount of time, X amount of hours of the guy yelling at the girl, appearing to be abusive and all this stuff. And people were coming to her aid, like, hey, calm down, relax, or whatever. But then it was in reverse, and she was yelling at him,
For minding their
just
business.
walking past.
Minding their business, right?
Just walking past. And in my mind, I picture those situations in my mind, right? And either way, there's a really good chance that I'm going to mind my business either way. But if I see a dude getting hit by a woman and the dude clearly can knock her out or fold her up if he wanted to, I'm walking past. For sure. There's no question to ask. But if it's a situation where she's 6'2" and he's 5'5" and she yelling at him, I'm like, I wouldn't get involved, by the way. I want to clarify that. I wouldn't get involved still, but it's like, you might want to pick on somebody your own size.
It's a big woman.
Yeah, Angel Reese like 6'4", right? Something like that.
She on date Short King, so she cool.
Yeah, man. But no, in that situation, I'm curious to see how it unfolds. DHPX say he didn't go to jail. Did he get fined? Did he get certain charges pressed against him? I don't know. I'm curious to know how that situation played out. By the way, thank y'all for kicking it with us. Make
Look
sure
what
y'all.
some of the comments say.
Oh, in the video?
Yeah.
Let me see. Let's see here. Oh, I didn't know I clicked out of it. All right. Right here. These are the comments. All right. Can y'all see? Yeah, y'all can see. For anyone confused as to why he hit the husband and not her, as a man, a husband is responsible for the actions of his wife. She is a direct reflection of him. So since as another man, he took the issues. I don't like how they phrase the sentence.
Issues back to
the bearer of responsibility, the husband. Yeah. Moral of the story: keep your woman in check. Instead of trying to check his wife, he chose to talk slick to that man, and he responded in kind. Okay, women always getting they men.
That's true.
Women always getting their men knocked out. That guy didn't want the smoke, but had to take it because of his wild animal with him. Sheesh. Let me see if I can make this. No, it's gonna. Anyway, let's see. Wild animal is crazy. Lewis, he should have dealt with her also. They could have napped together. I'm sorry, it sounds like I can't read, y'all, but this TV get kind of blurry. Let's see what else. She's lucky he didn't hit her, and he actually went for the husband. He has some restraint in the moment, that's for sure.
I was trying to see if you could find a woman one. I want to see what a woman said.
That's what this one's right here.
Oh, okay.
Jess Brown. If he's married, he's signing papers in his dreams. And she was still looking to get knocked out after seeing her man get pounded. Wow. That's Lynette Harris. Yeah, she was going after him. That's facts. She was going after him. Yeah, man.
He said Angel Reese.
Angel Reese, yeah. She like 6'4".
Yeah, she about 6'4".